Hello everyone, I'm Divya, your math facilitator. So today I was not able to come live for the AP students, so I thought why not record a video and give you. Okay, so herein I'm starting a new session for AP students wherein I'm going to discuss the essay questions first, right? So as we have been studying sets chapter in the previous days, so I am continuing with the same chapter. So the agenda of this series is it's AP special wherein I'm going to discuss the most important essay questions. Okay, so that you all know that essay questions carry 8 marks. Okay, and you have 5 essay questions in your question paper. So on a total 40 marks, you will be able to score. Right. So our aim is to have those 40 marks in our pocket. Okay. So definitely 40 to 40 you have to score. Okay. So now that is the agenda of this series, right? So we'll be discussing the most important essay questions in this series so that you all the essay questions whichever you get in your paper should be from this series, right? So now let us see the first question. P is a set of zeros of P of x equal to x square minus 3x plus 2, and Q is the set containing set of zeros of P of x equal to x square minus 4. So here you have two sets P and Q. P contains the zeros of x square minus 3x plus 2 and Q contains the 0 of x square minus 4. So to write the elements of the set, firstly I should know what are the zeros of these polynomials, right? So that is what we are going to do. So P of x is given as x square minus 3x plus 2, and here one more P of x is x square minus 4, right? So here we have to factorize it. Okay, using the method of factorization, we are going to find the zeros of this given polynomial, right? So how are we going to do? You have x square minus 3x. I can split it as minus x and minus 2x. Okay, minus 3x I can write as minus x and minus 2x plus 2. Why am I writing it in this way? See, so in factorization method, you take the coefficient of x square, it is 1, and the constant, you take the product of coefficient of x square and the constant, product is 2. Now you take the factors of this 1 and 2. 1 and 2 gives you 3. Okay, but I want minus 3, so I'll take minus 1 and minus 2 gives me minus 3. Okay, the middle term is minus 3. Now product of minus 1 minus 2 gives me plus 2, and adding minus 1 minus 2 gives me minus 3. So it is satisfying. So I am dividing minus 3, I am splitting minus 3 as minus x and minus 2x. Okay, minus x is nothing but minus 1x. Okay, so since coefficient is 1, I don't have to mention here, right? Now just take these two terms. So in these two terms, what is common? X is common. So you have x minus 1, and from these two terms minus 2 is common. So you have x minus 1. So again x minus 1 is common. So you have x minus 2. So now equating each of these to 0. So x is equals to 1, and x minus 2 if you equate to 0, you have x equals to 2. So this 1 and 2 are nothing but the zeros of the polynomial. Which polynomial? Zeros of P of x. Okay, but zeros of P of x are nothing but the elements of set P. So P I can write it as 1 comma 2. Okay, P contains zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3x plus 2. The zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3x plus 2 are 1 and 2. So that those are the elements of P, right? Now here let us go here. So here you can write this as x square minus 2 whole square. Okay, 4 I can write as 2 square. So this is of the form a square minus b square, which is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. Very simple, isn't it? So I'm just splitting it as x plus 2 into x minus 2, where x plus 2 equals to 0, which implies x is nothing but minus 2, and x minus 2 equals to 0, which means x is equals to 2. Okay, so Q is a set of element containing the zeros of this polynomial x square minus 4. Okay, so it is nothing but minus 2 and 2. So here P elements you have it as 1 and 2, and Q elements you have it as minus 2 and 2. Now you have to find P intersection Q. Okay, so what is P intersection Q? It contains only the common elements. What are the common elements? See, 2 is the only common element. So P intersection Q is 2. Now I want P minus Q. Now you should find P minus Q. P minus Q is nothing but all the elements of P you will write, and you will eliminate the elements of Q. Okay, P minus Q means you will write the elements of P and you will subtract the elements of Q. So here 2 is a common element. See here, 2 is a common element. So you will remove this 2 and you will write the remaining element of P. Okay. Now the next one is we have to write what is Q minus P. Q minus P is nothing but, see here, you now for Q minus P you will take the set Q and you will remove the common element of Q and P. Okay, so here you will take the set Q and 2 is common. 2 is the element of P as well as Q. So remove 2. So you have Q minus P as minus 2. Okay, now the next one is P union Q. P union Q is nothing but you will take all the elements of P and Q. So 1, 2, minus 2 and you have one more 2 here. Now elements of a set is not repeated. Okay, so you write 2 only one time. So 1, 2, minus 2 is P union Q. Now see here, if A is equals to A, B, C, D, so you have to find how many subsets does the set A have. Okay, A is equals to A, B, C, D. Number of subsets of any set is nothing but 2 to the power, 2 raised to the power, the number of elements. Okay, so how many elements are there here in the set A? Number of elements are nothing but the cardinal number, isn't it? Cardinal number of the set. So how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are there. So cardinal number of A is 4. Okay, so 2 raised to the power 4 gives you the number of subsets. Okay, so number of subsets is nothing but 2 raised to power 4, right? So 2 raised to power is 4 is 16. So you have 16 subsets of the set A. Okay, so here in second question they gave you 4 bits. This is first bit, now this is the second bit. So write all the subsets of 3, 4, 5. Just now we have learned that 2 raised to the power the number of elements gives you the number of subsets. Here how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3 elements are there. So total you will have 8 subsets. Okay, so let us write the subsets. See, 3 is a subset, single element I am writing 4 and 5. Okay, and you can write 2 elements taken together 3 and 4, 4 and 5, 3 and 5. Okay, two elements 3, 4, 4, 5 and 3, 5. Next I can take 3 elements 3, 4, 5 at a time. See how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now empty set is a subset of all the sets that we know, isn't it? So include that also, total 8 subsets you got, right? So remember this formula so that you will not have any confusion. You will know how many subsets you have to write. Okay, you can count and check. Chalo. Next question. If is 5, 15, 30, 45 is not equal to x such that x is a multiple of 15. Now this is in roster form. This is in set builder form, isn't it? So firstly, to know if the two sets are equal or not, I should know the elements of the sets, isn't it? But here I don't know the elements. So what I will do, I'll write the roster form of this. Okay. So x is such that x is a multiple of 15. Now, what is the meaning of multiple of 15? Multiple of 15 is nothing but 15, 30, 45, 15 table. Isn't it? 60 and so on. So, these are the multiple of 15. Okay. So, now you have the set 5, 15, 30, 45. This is given to you. Okay. And you should see if this is equals to x is a multiple of 15. This set is nothing but the elements are 15, 30, 45, 60 and so on. Clearly you can see the two sets are not equal, right? Chalo. So this is true. Is these two are not equal? Yes, these two are not equal. So it is true. Now 2, 6, 10, 14, 3, 5, 7, 11 are disjoint sets. Are these two disjoint sets? See here, if this is 2, 6, 10, 14 in this set, okay, so if you take this as A set and if this is B set, okay, so let this set be A and this set be B, okay. So first set I am taking as A, this as B. Now to prove that they are disjoint set, what is the meaning of disjoint set? If two sets are disjoint, that means suppose this is A and B, there is no common elements. They are two separate sets. Okay, so there should be nothing in common. So how will you know if there is anything in common or not? You will find A intersection B. See, using A intersection B, you can see there is nothing common. Okay, so A intersection B is empty. Okay, so whenever you have A intersection B as empty, which means that therefore A and B are disjoint sets. So you can conclude that there is nothing in common, which means they are disjoint sets. Okay, yes. And before getting into another question, let me tell you something very important for you. Because of this lockdown and all, because of this pandemic situation, learning has stopped. Okay, so in order to help you to learn more and to help you to study, to continue your studies, so we Unacademy has come up with a special offer for you. Okay, it has launched a special offer. So according to the special offer, what you can do is If you take a 12-month subscription, you will get a 2-month subscription additional free. Okay, and if you take a 18-month subscription, you will get a 3 months additional subscription free. If you take a 24-month subscription, you will get an additional 4-month subscription free. And this is applicable only for the first 1,000 learners, right? So now what is the subscription? What can you do in subscription? Beta, so in subscription, what happens is you can enroll to, so an academy, you know, it's one of the top learning platforms. So on this learning platform, you will have top educators. So you can learn, you'll get an opportunity to learn from the top educators. And not only that, suppose if you take for the subject of maths, you have so many teachers who are teaching maths. Okay, so you can choose a teacher who is, you know, suitable to your learning styles, who is matching with your learning styles. Okay, so every teacher teaches in a different way, isn't it? So you can choose a teacher with whom you can gel up, right? So you have so many options, and you can have all the subjects together, right? So you have so many subjects, so all the subjects together, you will be given at a very 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 low cost. You won't even believe it is not even your single 1 month tuition fee, right? So if you want to check out the offers, and here I'm also telling you that if you take a 12-month subscription, you get a 2 month additional subscription free. And if you take a 18-month subscription, 3 months additional subscription free. 24 months, if you take a 2-year wala subscription, 4 month subscription is free, and you can take from classes 6 to 12, so you can happily join the courses. And every Monday you have new batches which come up. Okay, so every Monday you can enroll to new batch. You have to have the enthusiasm to study. You have a lot of material there to study. You have tests, you have PDF notes, you have live tests, you have subjective tests, objective tests, MCQs, and you have so many learners also coming in and studying with along with you. Okay, so it's a very very good opportunity for you, so do grab the opportunity. And if in case if you have any more doubts, you can talk to our expert. Okay, so just you can talk to our expert. So I'll give the link of all these in the description box below, so you can just click on the link and you can have a talk with our expert, so that they will answer all your questions, right, regarding the subscriptions and the offers. Okay, and believe me, trust me, do try it out. So you have amazing offers there. Okay, and it will be less than your monthly tuition fees. If you go for a offline tuition, even they are suffering a lot because everything is shut down. So if you go for a offline tuition also, you have high rates. Single subject, they will cost you high. Here multiple subjects, multiple batches, so many batches, so many educators, so many classes. You have full day, you have so many classes, so you can enroll to any classes you want. There is no limit of watching the class, there is no limit of taking the test. You can study, in how many hours ever you want, you can study. And also you have a facility of getting recorded videos also, right? So do have a look of this once. Link is given in the description box. You can talk to the expert too, right? So let's move on to question number 3. State which of the following are finite and infinite. Finite sets have limited number of elements. Infinite set have unlimited number of elements. Okay. See the first one. So this is also 8 marker. You have 4 bits in this, like the second question. So x belongs to natural number, and x is equal to, see here the first bit, x is belonging to natural number, and x and there is a condition given, and okay, that means both the conditions has to satisfy. Okay, and x minus 1 into x minus 2 equal to 0. Just now we have solved polynomials. If x minus 1 equal to 0, then what can be the value of x? X is 1. And if x minus 2 is 0, then x can be 2. So how many values of x you have? Only 1 and 2, isn't it? So the first set has only elements 1 and 2. So is this a finite set? Yes, it is a finite set because you have a limited number of elements and you can count the elements. There are only 2 elements. See the second one, x belongs to n, and 2x minus 2. 2x minus 2 is 0. From this, what is the value of x? X is 2 by 2, x is 1. Okay, so x value is 1. So how many elements do we have in this set? Only one element. So is it finite? Yes, it is a finite set, right? So let us see the next one. C bit, x belongs to n and x square is equals to 4. If x square is 4, what is x? X is plus or minus root 4. Yes, or you can say x is plus 2 or minus 2. So how many elements do you have? You have 2 elements here also. So this is also a finite set. Okay. Now see the last one. X belongs to n and x is odd number. Okay. So x is odd number, which means x can be 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. It continues. Okay. So there is no limit for the number. So x can be any odd number. Right. Getting the point? So come on, let us move to the next question. Yes, see the question once. Yeah. So you have to draw the diagram. Okay, so you have a is equals to 1 2 3 4 5, and you have b is equals to 4 5 6 7. These are the two sets. You have to find a minus b, and you have to find b minus a, and you have to draw the diagram. Through the diagram you have to find. Okay, so instead of finding through the diagram, we will find what is a minus b minus a, then we will draw the diagram. Okay, so no problem, any which ways we can do. A minus b means, I told you will consider the set A. From the set A, you will remove the common elements of A and B. See which are common. 4 is common and 5 is common, isn't it? 4 and 5 are common elements of A and B. So from A, you remove the common elements. So what is left over? 1, 2, 3 is left over. So this is A minus B. Now what is B minus A? You will consider B set. B minus A means from B you are removing A. So you will consider B. B set. From B set, remove the common elements. So 4 and 5 are common. So what is left over? 6 and 7 are left over. The same thing, let's draw a figure and see. Sorry, Venn diagram. So this is A, this is B. Okay, so let's draw the, let's write the common elements. Common elements are 4 and 5. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3 here, and 6 and 7 here in the B. Okay, A minus B is 1, 2, 3. That means C. Only this part is A minus B. Now let's draw what is B minus A. This is A minus B. Now if you want B minus A, suppose this is A, this is B. Okay, so you have, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are common, 6 and 7 you have. So B minus A is nothing but only 6 and 7, isn't it? Only this part. Okay, you will not take the common part, only you will remove complete A. See here, this complete A we are removing, including the common part. Getting the point? So if this common element, if you are removing from B, you will get B minus A. Chalo. So question number 5 is also a similar question. All the questions we have done, A minus B, A minus C, A minus D, B minus A. So here you can see that easily you can score 8 marks from the chapter sets. So I want you all to do this question as do it yourself question. Please do this question and mention the answer of this question in the comment box. Don't forget to mention the answer of this in the comment box. We have planned a lot. So we will resume our plans, okay? So let's have fun. Let's have fun learning. I know you are all tensed. So do comment and let me know the answer of this, and you will be rewarded accordingly, right? So I'll meet you all tomorrow. Okay, so I hope today you have learned few important questions, and I hope now 8 marks will be in your pocket, right? So don't miss out any of the sessions. So I'm going to discuss only the very important essay questions in sets chapter. These are the important questions which you can expect. All the model questions I covered. So 8 marks you can get it easily, right? So and do share the sessions with all your friends. Let's have a big number, okay? And like the video also. Thank you. I'll meet you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.